Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with a bunch of brand new products that I haven't used and have had in my collection, or that I just got in from the sale. We've got some NARS blush. I have lots of different things. This Kosas, I don't know, it's cream highlight and blush. I don't know how I feel about that. I obviously used it, but I don't remember that. We're going to use the Fenty highlight, Too Faced. These are all kind of old, but I do have some new ones. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Powder. Bam. I'm going to be using this Altered palette by You Can Be. Look at this. What is that a dupe for? This can also, oh my gosh, I can't find my words. This can also function as a bridal palette. So we're going to be using that bad boy today. I've got some Fresh It Up primer. Guess what I have for foundation? Focallure foundation. Let's try it out. Got some Gerard Cosmetics liner, external eyeliner, and Noir, Benefit Cookie, things like that. So if you want to see the thumbnail, then you know what to do. Let's just get started. Soft ochre paint pot. I'm going to go prime my eyes. I'll be right back. I want to teach you a very important lesson here. With an eye primer like this, just an eyeshadow primer in general, take some of it, rub it on the nose where you get sunglass marks and where you don't want your foundation to normally wear off. Say, of course, the normal, not normal, but the person that doesn't do YouTube really is not going to want to have to judge it all day, honestly. So if you do it like that and put some underneath the eye so that your mascara doesn't transfer there and your eyeshadows are locked in on the lower lash line as well. But just put this eye primer, the MAC Soft Ochre, you can use whatever you want, and also go into the smile lines. That will prevent creasing in those creases. And around the nose where foundation tends to wear off. And after that, just layer it with a very light dusting of powder. I'm bringing out the Laura Mercier. I have so many of these, the big kind. And I'm lightly going to set that area down. Very lightly with powder. It's not going to interfere with anything, no worries. So that's my trick of the day, tip of the day. Now I'm only sticking to basically these shades and these shades for this look, since it can be a bridal look. Going with the lightest shade here, it's like a mild taupe color. Just putting that in the crease. It's actually pretty pigmented for just being, it almost looks like a white shade. Next up, I'm taking this shade right here in the palette. Lots of fallout, no names on the palette, but that's okay because it was only 10 bucks. And I thought it looked like a dupe for the Naked, so I decided to, or the Naked Reloaded, so I decided to pick it up. Now I just have to get the Naked Reloaded. More money. Let's do brows first. I can't look at myself. Alright, y'all, I got this Morphe one. Everyone's all upset about Morphe. I always comb my brows up in the direction that I want them to go, so it's just much easier in the long run. So it is a very small, fine tip. Let's see if it breaks right away. I'm going to do one brow on camera and one brow off. So I always just start, in the middle and toward the tail, putting the heaviest pressure on the tail and on that middle part right there, connecting. I got mine in the shade Espresso, and then I just comb it backward, almost. And then I'm going to just do, whoops. So this is kind of difficult to use. It puts down a lot of product at one time. Or it could be user error. Never know it. You'll never know it. I messed up bad. I think it's too dark. I'm going to start with a whole new brow pencil. Alright, you guys know what I filled my eyebrows in with. It is the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Neutral Nana. So now I'm going to take this gray shade right next to all the other shades and just pop this in my crease. I'm going to really push it in there and shut my eye. And that prevents eyeshadow from skipping. As you can see, it completely diffused in that crease. I have the hardest time. See how this one's not quite diffused? Stick it right in there. Lower your eyelids. And it's blended. I love that trick. So now I'm taking this Real Techniques brush. I love this brush. And I'm going in with this brown shade right here. It's super dark brown. So I don't want to mess this up. Go in with a very light hand. You don't want to mess makeup up, especially if it's on your wedding day. And I have a feeling that this tutorial can be called Bridal Wedding Makeup, because it's so beautiful. Okay, it's not as pigmented as it looks in the pan, at least not on this brush. On a white synthetic hair brush, it probably would. So maybe I should take my Sigma E25. That's if I can find it. I have so many brushes, guys. It's ridiculous. Not finding it off the top of my hand, and I don't feel like looking through for it. So we're going to continue on with this one. And I'm just building it up to the intensity that I would like it at. So I'm focusing this more on the outer V. I'm going to sweep it outward, like we're doing a cat eye kind of. So outward. And then I'm obviously going to blend this out and make it not look so harsh. You can totally stop the eye look here and just add an inner corner highlight, but I like this to sort of be a little bit gradient, going from light to medium to dark. So I'm going to take this shimmer, the third one in. I really have to dig in there to get any product though, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to lighten up that inner portion of the eye. And it's shimmery, but it almost looks like a satin matte, not like a real true shimmer. And I almost like a full matte look for a wedding. Personally, when I've done brides, it looks the best. That's where I'm going to leave the eye look. I'm going to put on some false lashes and mascara and liner. So these lashes are the Kiss 11 lashes, and I put those on and I set them with the Damn Girl from Benefit, Too Faced, that mascara. And I'm going now in to set my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Endowed. There's primer and color, so I'm just going to prime the brows. I guess this might make them stand up or something. I don't know. And then I'm going in with the primer, or the color side, and just putting that here. There's a chunk there, and I'll get it off. Don't worry. This gives a lot of extra color, so if you find that you went light on the pencil, then you can go in with this. Or if you have really great brows, just go in with this to define them, and you will be quite amazed and all set. This lasts all day long. After doing the brows, I always go with this Benefit brow pen and go in with the highlighter shade, and I clean up any mistakes that I have made, which I made a lot this time. And just go in and go right underneath, and it'll clean that brow up. It's going to act like a concealer for our brows. Can you tell the difference? It looks much more sculpted. Alright guys, I'm going in with that Catrice Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer Fresh It Up. It's like this, it's blue. Nice cooling sensation. It feels like the Belief Moisture Bomb or Aqua Bomb. That's what it feels, exactly like that. It's taking a minute to sink in, but it's not oily or greasy or anything, and it feels just like water, basically. A little bit of a textured water. So I'm loving that. But on the T-zone, especially on a wedding day, you're going to want to use a pore filler from here to here. So we're going to use the Revlon one in the pink bottle. but I'm going to be careful not to go over my nose because I already, see, I'm just going to prime the T-zone right here because we put that eye primer on our nose to fix any issues with photography or anything, although you can just edit it out, it's still. Okay. Before going in with foundation, I need to color correct a lot of these blemishes right now. So I'm going to color correct these and I'll show you how. I'm going to be using a concealer that is darker than my skin tone with warm neutral undertones, and I'm wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear in light medium 2. So what I'm going to do is just spot conceal large blemishes on my face and then go in with my sponge here and just dot right over them. And it could be like a rough dot, it doesn't have to be completely smoothed out, but as you can see, it erased it. There's a lot of planes flying right now. You guys hear that? So that's good. I don't want to take any more off of that. Now for foundation, I don't want to ruin this look. Okay, 04 Natural from Focalure. Let's see how this goes. I think this was like $6. You get SPF 15 actually. Wow, and so I'm in the shade 04 Natural. Does not say how many ounces it is. 1.09 ounces, and this is also cruelty free. The expiration is 2 years. So let's pump it out, see how that goes. Let's start out with 2 pumps. That looks pretty dark. That looks pretty dark. Okay, I'm going in with the beauty sponge. And just gonna dot this. Wow. Okay, so it's very yellow, but it is really high coverage. It has a really slight sort of perfume scent, or is that me? No, it doesn't have a scent at all, which I really like in foundations. I'm going to pin a comment and let you know how this wears throughout the day, because unfortunately today I can't do a wear test. So with just those 2 pumps, it's covering my whole face and I still have some left. I imagine if you used a brush, that 1 pump would cover your entire face. I really like the coverage of this. It looks like it's really full coverage. I feel like I'm wearing makeup, but I don't necessarily look like I'm caked up or anything. It's really very skin-like, and I really like this for the price I paid. It's very tacky though, so it's not a matte foundation. I would say it's a satin matte, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Something to note is to always go down the neck, because in the ears, especially on the big day, you don't want any demarcation lines, if you will. I recommend doing trial makeup twice, going to Sephora, getting some samples, or using a foundation that you already know you love and that is functional as well. So for concealer, I'm going to be going into the Huda Beauty Full Coverage Concealer. It's high coverage creamy concealer, and I'm in the shade Cotton Candy. Now with this, you really don't need a lot at all, like just like probably that much. YouTubers go nuts with their concealer. I mean, I have to. I can't say anything. I've done it too. But this is really nice and full coverage. It doesn't look heavy or cakey on the skin at all, and anything will be erased. Your past mistakes will be erased, and we all know we've had our fair share of those. I have. So yeah, this just blends out super well. Really good high coverage. It doesn't settle into my fine lines or anything. It gives a great blurring effect. So Just love how this looks, and you need to use barely any to get full coverage, which I'm all about and I love because that's going to last me a long time. And now we're going to set with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder, cruelty free it says. Let's use our sponge to do that and put directly under the eye. This feels really, really smoothing. Really finely milled. I'm not mad at this at all. It does pick up quite a bit of product, which is great. A little goes a long way. It's setting everything down really quickly. No white cast, I know that for sure. I've used this before, but not on my channel. So for you guys, I'm going to explain that it's almost like, it's just like the Huda Beauty baking powder, just like the Laura Mercier. It's a really, really very good powder. You don't need high end. High end. Where did those terms come up from? I don't know. It's like drugstore is not poor, people. I don't know. This bothers me sometimes. After this step, we're going to do our powder foundation. We need to set these areas. Okay. If you want to cream contour on your wedding, you can obviously cream contour on your wedding. We can do it now. I'll use the Wet n Wild contour stick. And just do a couple dots here. Under the chin, lip. So I'm going to start blending this out. We go upward. You can drag it in just till there and then bring it upward. And I'll do the rest of my face. Be right back. So technically it's not a powder foundation, it's just a powder, but it's the Jouer Soft Focus Powder in Light. And I love this to set all over this because it adds coverage to the face as well. And I'll show you a trick to what I do afterward to make makeup last all day long, which is what you want for your wedding. Sweat proof, bulletproof. Now is the time to sit and spray with setting spray. Really go at it. Let that dry, and then we'll continue working on the complexion. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take these two shades right here on my, this is from Shop Miss A AOA Studio E142 brush. It's my new favorite for my under eyes. It's gorgeous. All these brushes are sold out. I don't know about this one, but like the bamboo handles, they're all sold out. But I have an alternative for you that are the exact same, just different colors. You can get a brush roll and it's 10 bucks. You might use 8 out of the 10, but who cares? It's only $10. I think for a limited time, it was $1 for shipping. So I'm gonna go put on my mascara. It's the Matte Play Extended Play Giga Lash. Giga Lash. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And do this at the same exact time. I'm gonna go do this off camera. My lips are extra chapped, so I'm going in with this. This is also from Shop Miss A. It's the AOA Fruity Flavored Gloss. I love this more than my Laneige. It's so hydrating. Oh my gosh. Thick. Not gloppy though. It doesn't stick. And it has the most pleasant smell of watermelon ever. You can choose your different shades. I have a link down below if you want to shop through there, but wow. I have a couple of these. One is going in my giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So guys, share the videos, you know, share the love. Have people subscribe. I'm going in with the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. We are going to be bronzing the skin up using this Real Techniques blending and bronzing. No, Eco Tools blending and bronzing. So I'm going in with the Trop It Like It's Hot and Sunny Honey. And one has some radiance to it, and the other one is just strict matte. So the top one was the matte, but I like a little bit of glow. And if on your wedding day you don't want the glow, don't go with the glow. I mean, any bronzer will do. Profusion bronzer will do. Any bronzer. The key to long-lasting makeup is to prep the skin as well. If you're a bride, I recommend prepping 2 weeks in advance. Exfoliating, I use the Dermalogica micro exfoliant every single night. I hadn't been prior to my breakouts, but ever since I've had this breakout, I've been doing that every single night. Looks good. For blush, I want to go in with the Clinique brush in Fig Pop number 10. This is really, really pretty. It does have, I don't think it has any shine to it, any pearls or anything. It's just a straight matte blush, but it's ultra, ultra beautiful. No, there's no sheen, it's just matte. But how beautiful is that? Ooh, that's a rhyme. It's like Cat in the Hat. Really very gorgeous. For the brow bone and inner corner, I'm going in with the Fenty How Many Carats highlight. Just a tiny, tiny bit on the arch of the brow and a little bit on the inner part. That's good. And a little on the brow bone. Perfect. Then for highlight, I'm going in with, what did I want to go in with? I like this Laura Geller one. Laura Geller in Peach Glow Illuminator. So pretty. You can do literally whatever highlight you want. So I'm going to just swirl that in, tap it off, apply it. This is really forgiving. It doesn't enhance any texture at all. And it's super, super wonderful. It's not too blinding. You can build it up to be blinding, but it is soft focus like the Jouer. Little on the nose, chin, and Cupid's bow. I love highlight. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm going to add a little bit of the How Many Carats just right here. And leave it like that. Maybe a little bit up here. So that looks stunning. For lips, I'm going to line it with my Milani 04 liner that I have here. Oh, I'm so mad, you guys. I wanted to use this, and I think I still can. The Revlon Color Stay Endless Glow Liquid Highlighter. I want to put this on and just see what happens. I put this on before, and it doesn't lift any of the foundation or anything, but this is really, really fast drying. Gotta move quick. Could have just sabotaged this whole entire look. Probably did. But look how pretty that is. Guys, I don't need that much highlighter on the other side. Let's do one dab. That's probably all I needed on the other side too. Yeah. So this is really, really potent and really pretty. Just leaves like the perfect highlighted sheen, and I don't know, I just love the way that it looks. It's so pretty. Oh, look at that highlight. Okay, now I'm obsessed. For lipstick, you can go in with a MAC lipstick. I find those don't last that long. I'm going to be taking this Revlon Kiss Cushion Lip Tint. So it just twists up. It's a really pretty nude. And then what I'm going to do is just tap it in. Lips are the hardest for me. And I'm going in with this new nude gloss by Revlon, I think. It's called Barefoot Lip Gloss. It's like a collab with someone. Summer McKean. Put that right in the center to highlight. Now all we have left to do is our setting spray again. I shall go do my hair and be right back. So you guys, here's the final look with my hair straightened. You can actually do your hair any way you want to. I just like mine straight. You can subscribe if you don't have a YouTube account. If you're worried about that, just log in through your Gmail account and you can subscribe. I hope that you will. I love you all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.